it also means that sometimes when we hear that someone lost their life to addiction, that's shameful, that we shouldn't talk about that we kind of dance around it a little bit. I mean, not so much everyone who's here in this room, but it's really hard out there for people who, they don't know what to do with that. You must have done something wrong, or they just couldn't get over it, or, and so there's a stigma says that this is bad and we shouldn't talk about it. And Sean talked about that earlier. We fight stigma by being willing to be brave and talk about things that we feel like the world is telling us we shouldn't talk about. For being willing to say, yeah, actually, there was a time where, this happened and it was really dark. And what the other thing that stigma does, what it does to me is it says, when things are really bad, actually, I need to figure that out before I come back to you. Right? I need to figure that out and then I'll talk about it. Like, maybe I'll make a couple phone calls to a couple safe people, but I probably shouldn't go here, or I probably shouldn't go there, right? And I hang my head and like drum up that strength until things are better, And so I think that one of the ways that we can really encourage each other and really be helpful is to continue this practice of actually being okay to talk when things are not okay. So a couple things that I did want to quickly share, and I should have actually talked to you about this, but we have a course called Life Lab that we offer. It's available online. We're offering it for free. We've been offering it for free through the pandemic. We've made a couple tweaks to it. If you've taken it before, it's one of those things that we actually encourage people. You need to keep doing it. We're really used in church, if you didn't grow up in church, but in church, we're really used to doing like an 8-week program. And then we're good. And then we're going to go learn the next, 10-week thing. This one's 17 weeks, and many people have asked us to shorten it. But what we don't always tell people right up front is actually it's like a rest of your life program. So we can't actually make it any shorter than 17 weeks. But it is going to be available online, but as a group. So you can grab one of these at the bar. Am I allowed to call it a bar? At the bar, and there's an email address on there, and you can register, sign up, join us, tell a friend, maybe someone who is trying to overcome something or just keeps tripping over the same stuff over and over and over again. And sometimes we don't even know what those things are. So this is part of building community. I think it was Blake who was talking about, what is like the opposite of addiction? It's connection, it's community. And we don't always really know how to do that really, really well. And so we all kind of fumble through it as best we can, and we learn and we grow together. And that's one of the ways that we overcome darkness, is by just bringing the light to wherever we can, however we can. So